Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 26. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Perine. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Third down and 13. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give left side for Pirine. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. They'll hand it to Pirine. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Pirine again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Samaje Pirine with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 8 catches, 94 yards, and a score. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3rd down and 1. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
They run it with P. Ryan on 1st down. Able to power through. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 7. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with P. Ryan. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Marcus Jones, one man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Samaje Perine of the offense heading back out there. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Throwing again here, Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think this is a free play for Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And coming out now, the Broncos. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hand off here for P. Ryan. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's Wilson. Setting up the screen to P. Ryan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through the second half as we are back underway in Denver. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Here's Jones. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. On second down, here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, here's second down and 5. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
In motion goes Patrick. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a solid run down inside the 30. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and that will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long. That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. That's to Parker. What a catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. On the handoff, Stevenson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Second down and 8. Tannehill. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Patriots' 21. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now Wilson, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
4th down now after a loss of 2. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The kick by Maher is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. This is caught. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 5. A minute 52 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Caught by Dulcich. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Wilson. Keeps himself upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Shoving his way inside the 35. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. To the sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for New England, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you.